Good evening, and welcome to Emilio's Pin House. Thank you for stopping by again. I got tagged by Clipper and Kitten in a pin tag called 13 Nights of Halloween. I have to look again. I'm already forgetting. I'm having too much fun. I got tagged in the middle of the day during work. I was not in a Disney pin mindset. I was in a Halloween mindset, but not Disney pin. And I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And I got home a little early. I was alone for a few minutes, and I found myself just having a lot of fun picking out the pins to match the prompts. I've watched pin tags quite a few times. I always enjoy them. I always enjoy seeing the exercise in explanations and leaps and bounds of making a pin that you have physically fit the prompts. I always have fun watching what people do and how they explain it, and I think that's a great idea. Wish I would have thought of that. And with that said, I had a lot of fun doing that here, making the pins that I have fit the prompts and then coming up with explanations. I was talking to myself as I'm walking around alone in the house. I have pins here, pins there, and running around looking for them and putting this together. And let me just say, Clipper and Kitten and DznyCrzyFmly, thanks for including me in this. I watched both their videos. I didn't want to, but I also didn't want to duplicate their choices. And I did with one of them. You'll have to watch their videos to find out which one it is. But I did pick the same character, but since the pin was different, I really had to have that choice. So I did keep that one. Otherwise, pretty safe. I picked unique pins and different characters and so on. With that, make sure you check the links for Clipper and Kitten and DznyCrzyFmly's videos on this, and let's get started. This is 13 Nights of Halloween. The first prompt: something wicked this way comes, a villain's mode of transportation. This was easy for me. I immediately thought of this. Okay, I'm not completely truthful. It took me a little bit, but once I started thinking about movies, this came right to mind. And then I had to go look for this pin on a giant pin board. Boogie's Boys in their beautiful clawfoot wind-up bathtub. It's a great mode of transportation. They can ride in it. They can transport other things around, such as Easter Bunny or Santa Claus, or whatever they're kidnapping. And that was an easy choice. Once I thought of it, there it was. Number 2. Wow, is my hair out? Villain with the best hair. Here's my first gigantic leap. The evil queen from Snow White. There she is. Outwardly, very beautiful. Very nicely drawn. I love that artwork from that movie. Although her hair is covered, she's got a crown on her head, and she's got that weird black. I always thought it kind of made her look like a seal. That black head cover. I always thought under there has to be a bit of a nice head of hair. There's got to be something special. And as I thought about this today, many years after Snow White, I thought of the movie with Colin Firth and Scarlett Johansson, the girl with the pearl earring. She's got a beautiful head of hair under there, but she's not really allowed to show it because of all the different societal rules. And I always looked at the evil queen like she had to have a beautiful head of hair under there. The older I got, the more I thought about it, and I can kind of picture it. It has to be black because she's evil, but that's what I thought of. In my head, there's a beautiful head of hair under there. So as soon as I saw that prompt, I thought, I don't have anything really. Okay, maybe I did have one. There's Ariel, but wanted to try to stick with wicked things as much as possible. So there's that. Number 3, arsenic and old lace. Which villainess is the least wicked? I liked Clipper and Kitten's choice. I kind of thought about that. But if you listen to the good fairies in Sleeping Beauty, they kind of explain that she doesn't really know love. She doesn't have friends. She's kind of all alone. It has a bunch of weird pigs and a bird that she talks to. She may or may not be as evil as she is if she were to have some kind of a relationship with um, other people for whatever reason. We don't know the backstory. I don't anyway. It doesn't show up in the movie. She's just an evil person, but she may not be if she just had a chance. Number 4, Wizard's Duel. In a Wizard's Duel, who would be your second? I had to choose the Kakamora. In Moana, they are very crafty. They build great ships. They are very quick. They are very sharp with their weapons. Almost, not quite enough for Moana. If I were going up against Moana, I'd have to give up. But other than that, I'd love to have those as my second. And yes, all of them with their ships. I know it's probably cheating, but nevertheless. Monster Mash. Number 5, Monster Mash. Who would win in a dance contest? This one was kind of right here, right at my hands, because I just got this pin not too long ago. Naveen. And by the end of the movie, Tiana, who has learned to dance by Naveen, who's a great dancer. He loves music. He plays music. So this one was just too easy, and I thought of other things, but this one had to be it. Number 6, who are you going to call? Who would you call as a ghost exterminator? Before Ivan Reitman and Dan Aykroyd put their thing together, and before that 1986, I think, cartoon with the big monkey, called the Ghostbusters, there was a company of Ghostbusters that you can call, and it had Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. They were the first Ghostbusters a long time ago. Lonesome Ghosts is the name of the short. If you haven't seen it, it's on Disney Plus. You got to check it out. It's a bit of fun. And there we are. My camera just drooped. Number 7, somebody's watching me. Who is most likely to be paranoid or is the most scared? This was low-hanging fruit. But I really had no choice. Again, I thought of other things. I thought of who would be paranoid, who isn't, but you can kind of explain things away. But in this case, there was really only one choice. Rex. Paranoid and scared. Paranoid that he's going to get replaced. Scared of confrontation or anything that you throw at him. Again, really low-hanging fruit. It was very easy. The only thing that I had to do is find where I put that pin. So nice and easy. Number 8, Purple People Eater. Your favorite purple character or one who dresses in purple. Lots of options. One of my favorite recent things is Coco. And there's Mama Imelda in her purple dress. As soon as I thought purple, I looked up, saw the pin. Easy decision. The Halloween Trickster. Which hero or heroine would most likely turn evil by the end? I went through quite a bit of jumping from character to character, and then I thought it's obvious. It's very obvious. I mean, this could go horribly wrong, as it did in The Nightmare Before Christmas. You have Jack, who, although he has a good heart, we know he has a good heart, and we know he has a good moral compass. He does the right thing. He also did the wrong thing, and he can also get mad and scary in an instance. It doesn't take long for him to just decides something, and then he decides that he's right, and he wonders why he went wrong. And this is a perfect pin for it, because let's take this off of there. He's happy, jolly, playful, and then there's the monster face. If you watch the movie, he is both the protagonist and antagonist of that story. We may have Oogie Boogie. He may be a villain, but Oogie Boogie is not really a villain or an antagonist in that story. He's just an opportunist. Jack got himself into all of his own trouble. Jack got Santa in his own trouble. And Oogie was just kind of an opportunist. Santa was there. He was kind of delivered to him by Jack. Jack told the kids to take him away to a comfortable place. There was only one place they could think of that was comfortable. It was really easy. He didn't go out of his way to cause any trouble. But Jack is who caused all of that trouble. Jack would be an instant evil villain if he wanted to be. And no one would be able to stop him. Just like Sally couldn't. Next, number 10, Copycat. What costume would your favorite character wear? I thought about this for about 3 seconds before it hit me in the head. My favorite character wearing a costume. Well, look, he's right there. There he is. There's one of my aliens wearing a Buzz Lightyear costume. And then there's a bigger fig pin. And oh, look, there's a duplicate. Because I got a whole bunch of those to put in a lot of places. Because I love it. My two favorite characters in one, really. But the alien's already dressed up as a costume. Nice and perfect. No question there. And he's been there in the background for a little bit. And he's still sitting there. Next, number 11. Let me make sure I got everything here. Yep, we're on number 11. Loser Candy. Who would be the most likely to leave you only the scraps from Halloween nights? So it's, again, kind of easy, low-hanging fruit. And in this pin, we get to see why. The moment in the scene where he's hogging all the food. So much so that he couldn't handle it all. He would take the scraps. He might leave you something, but it would be. He would take the candy. He might leave you something, but it would be the scraps. Next, Creatures of the Night, number 12. Creatures of the Night share a pin with an animal on it. I wanted to search for a pin that had an animal that wasn't really a character, that was just an animal. And though I had a couple that kind of fit, it's Halloween. There's a haunted mansion. There's a blackbird, raven, I like to say. In haunted mansion history, the raven was going to be at one point, the raven was going to be the host of the haunted mansion, the tour guide. He'd be in every scene talking to you. They went away from that, but the blackbirds are all over the haunted mansion. So there's a pin with an animal on it. I put a spell on you. Number 13. I put a spell on you. Favorite villain song. Boom 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 boom. I've watched this many times recently. There was this and Oogie's song. It was an immediate tie, but I've been watching this so much in the last 2-3 years, and it's part of the Hocus Pocus villain spectacular in Magic Kingdom and Disney World during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's a brilliant musical show. It's a fun little story. It's short, but there's Dr. Facilier, and then there's Boogie Boogie. They both make an appearance, and you get to hear their songs. But that song is just constantly in my head. I'm constantly walking around doing something and then going boom, 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 boom. And then I have to realize I'm fixing something at a customer's house or a customer's business. I have to shut up. But I love that song. Again, easy choice. Didn't have to think too hard. Just grabbed it and moved on. Next. Well, that's all 13, but there's a bonus posed by DznyCrzyFmly. Name a candy bar after your favorite character. I had to think for a little bit, and then it just came to me. We would love to try Two-Faced Toffee by the mayor of Halloween Town. I don't know what it would be like. I can't imagine it. Disneyland has what's called a churro toffee. It's a little square of toffee covered in a churro coating. My friend Erica has sent me some, and I've also asked a couple people who are picking up pins over there, hey, could you maybe stop by and grab me some churro toffee? It's wonderful, magical stuff. My friend Erica has got me addicted. I've had it. She sent it a number of times, and it's wonderful stuff. I kind of think that they need to take the mayor and come up with a two-faced toffee. And of course, he's a politician. That's why he has two faces. Spins around as needed. And something to go with that would just be a lot of fun. And since it's Nightmare, people would just be buying it in droves. So there we are. 13 nights of Halloween. I don't know who to tag, as I am not my two channels I'm really familiar with or have already done this. I would hope since I've pinned Loving You would do it. She's done a nice pin tag video recently, and I think she'd do a good job. I'll let her know. But other than that, that is it. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good Halloween, and have a good night.